All right, good evening, everybody. Please make sure that you see the TV slide. It's very important. So, I first of all thank you. Extend my sincere gratitude, thanks to Mr. Dhiran and the COBRA Guy team for the opportunity given me to present you some valuable information representing our fitness academy, Midline Pro Fitness Academy from Sri Lanka, and with the COBRA Guy Fitness Dubai Academy, we are going to launch many programs to improve personal health and fitness. So today is a starting day. Need not much introduction. I am a personal trainer, fitness and weight management consultant, fitness and bodybuilding coach as well, and a lecturer in exercise physiology. So, having said that, I would like to draw your attention. Number one, keep your cup empty. That means here we might have nurses, doctors, medical professionals, pharmaceutical professionals, everything. Just forget what you are having in the mind and listen to the words that I am going to express. And first of all, I am a fitness, health, weight management and wellness promoter and educator. So there are sponsors who have come from hospital and healthcare providing institutions. So please mind that I am not against drugs, I am not against doctors, right? Without those things we can't survive in the present society. But some of the things that you need to put in your head very carefully, right? Take the message. So when you listen about fitness, so gym training, fitness training, these are the images comes to your head, right? Massive bodybuilders with massive muscles and male-looking females and that sort of thing. But end of the half an hour, you will realize it is not so, right? So you will love the gym and respect. We all know that we are in a very big rat race, right? After our primary, secondary and tertiary education, we all step into the fields that of our interest, different professionals we have selected, and we forget our mandatory things to maintain the quality of life. So that is what my point is. So are we designed to sit and work? Right? Human body is not made for sit and work or to spend sedentary lifestyle, right? So we were hunter-gatherers. Some hundreds of thousands of years ago, we all were in caves, in the jungles, sharing the life with other animals and things like that. Now we are in 21st century, in modern technological era. So human body has designed for movements. The God has given us fantastic and unbelievable sophisticated machinery called human muscular system. So that is the main topic that we are going to discuss, because the shape of things has come, right? Natural human shapes now is changed. You know, this is not the picture drawn by me. This is in 2003 I can remember. As I can remember, in 2003, The Economist, very famous economic magazine in USA, The Economist magazine cover page, right, in 2003. So they predict that human shapes are changing because of our lifetime, right? So the present day health and fitness problems, issues that we are having is due to our lifestyle changes. It is inevitable, right? World is changing, right? So our lifestyle does this. So, but the problem is, as you can see, most of the factors effect on early deaths and ill health is about more than 54% is due to lifestyle. It's more, now it's about 60%. So we create our own problems because we have forgotten the fundamentals. Right? My speech will be a little faster because I have been given half an hour. So we being in a rat race, after our education, we go to work, maybe 9 to 5 or whatever, and in Dubai, of course, in UAE, 24 hours working. So we forget to take care of our personal health and fitness, right? So that is the main problem. We must understand that we have 24 hours, everybody in the world have 24 hours. If you can dedicate just 1 hour to improve your health and fitness condition, so you can work very effectively and productively the rest of the 23 hours. That is the problem. Now, when we work continuously, having sedentary lifestyle, spending more than 7 to 8 hours in a place, maybe at your office, if you are an office clerk, receptionist, computer operator, software engineer, doctor who is looking patients in hours, average sitting hours, including the driving time and the TV watching time at home, if it is more than 8 to 9 hours, so we call it sedentary lifestyle, right? So sedentary lifestyle, what will happen? Our physical capacity reduces, inevitably your immune capacity drops, immunity drops. So when your immune capacity drops, you are much more vulnerable for two kind of diseases, as we know. Communicable diseases, nowadays very common in Dubai because climate change and there are a lot of germs and viruses. And non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, whatnot, right? So therefore, we need to think about nobody will speak on these topics. So you are workaholic, you need to earn more money because cost of living is high. You have to fulfill your life dreams. There are a lot of goals to achieve so that we keep on chasing. So immunity drops. So we become stressful. In the 21st century, stress, psychological stress, tension is the killer disease actually, right? It causes a lot of problems. So that, as I said, we are much more vulnerable for diseases. Only help that we have to go to our doctor and then to the pharmacy followed by the doctor, right? According to the prescriptions and the instructions given by. So what will happen, we are very much lazy to take couple of PCMs, paracetamol or whatever the tablets, some pills, capsules, syrups or whatever, and within few hours we feel good and then we can continue to work again. So we keep on doing that. So what is the end result? You get MDR. What is MDR? Multiple drug resistance. Slowly, very little particles accumulate in your body. So finally you will be drug resistance. So earlier, maybe 5-10 years back, you can remember, you go to doctor prescribes some very minimal pills for you. When you took them, you feel good. Next day, when you go to doctor, you say, doctor, your treatment is very good, I feel so fine now, okay. Now what will happen? You go to after 2-3 days, after 1 week and say, doctor, this time medicine didn't work. I don't know why. Then doctor gives you higher dose. Because you are drug resistance. That is what is simply multiple drug resistance. So as a result, going behind the medications and looking for the shortcuts, what will happen? ADR, adverse drug reactions. Right? I am seriously went on studies, reading reports and all that because my beloved mother died of ADR. Father died, then she got very much stressed because a human being the highest stressor of a human being is loss of his spouse. Right? So it is common to even animal kingdom. right? So therefore father died, so she was very stressful. She got diabetic, then the medical treatments, then she got high cholesterol, right? And then being a midwife for 35 years as a government employee, so knees were gone because they had to work a lot. So finally, she was taking like bunch of tablets and capsules at once, maybe 3 or 4 times a day. So finally, she got a natural heart weakness, went to cardiologist, and then followed by the cardiac surgery. At the most important time, the body couldn't support because the liver failure and the kidney failure. So due to adverse drug reactions. So therefore, that is why at the beginning I told, we need medications, we need doctors' help. Without them, we can't live in this present society. But you have to be careful, you have to think twice whether I need this or not. If you can take a natural something and do something, maybe listening to music or doing some yoga asanas or whatever to do to get rid of your headache, you need some paracetamol. So most of I can see from India, also there, there are a lot of vultures died because in Indian culture, they put carcass by the side of the rivers and all that. So then scientists see why these vultures are dying so fast. Then they have taken these bodies to the lab and checked. Hell a lot of milligrams of paracetamol in these birds. Yeah. Why? Because all these old adults taking loads of paracetamol. Right? If you take a couple of paracetamol, it takes so many years to get rid of out of the liver and be naturalized. So you need to understand why. So there are various side effects, right? Various side effects. It affects your entire body, right? Because human body has designed for movements, hard work, to take a lot of physical resistance. So, do people need exercise? If you are in this advanced society, like laptops, iPhones, artificial intelligence, even some surgeries carried out in France, by the robotics doctors consultant are in USA. So that sort of medical facility is available. So what is your answer? Right? What is your answer? Because you have to do exercises. Simply because nowadays we are living in jungles, right? We are living in modern, sophisticated offices and homes, right? So our food, dress code, houses, education, professionals, even our attitudes, discipline, everything have changed, right? So to keep pace with this important shift, you need to master your self-care properties. So we are talking about self-care properties, right? So I said we need to just take a look how we get illnesses also, right? What is the illness? So I said the work pressure, right? Work pressure, bosses are screaming at us, right? We need to meet targets, sales targets, fulfill the professional demands. There are a lot. I mean, we can simply put professional and personal. Life is stresses, cause is stress, right? Psychological tension. So when the psychological tension goes up, there is a natural system activated in the body. We call it HPA axis, right? Hypothalamic pituitary axis, right? And adrenaline cortex get stimulated and secretes a lot of hormones, right? So I have, because when I was getting ready for this presentation, I found a very nice thing from India. Krodha shoka bhaya ayasa viruddhana bhojana, tapurnala, doing nothing, right? Anger, sorrow, extreme fear, exhaustion, wrong food at wrong time, doing nothing, sedentary lifestyle. Causes lot of illnesses. This is in some Ayurvedic Veda Grantha or something, right? So it says exactly, it fits to 21st century today lifestyle, right? So understanding stress also very important. So because with COBRA Kai Academy and with our academy, we are planning series of workshops, training programs, certification programs in future to talk on these lines, because then you will get to know the subject where you can do something about it. The biggest problem is ignorance. So you don't know about it. If you know about the problem, you can attack it better. You can handle it better, right? So head to toe, you can see how many illnesses and related to the each system it is affected, right? So I skipped some of the slides because to save some time. So HP axis. So when you get the stress, when you get the psychological or physiological tension, then the hypothalamus activated and triggers to release the corticotrophin releasing hormone CRH, which activates the pituitary gland, which releases the hormones ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, which is carried by the blood to the adrenaline glands, right on top of your kidneys. Adrenaline gland releases stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, so norepinephrine, right? To assist the body to deal with the stressors. When those days when we are living in the jungle, we had physical stress. We had to go and hunting the animals. When you are coming back, carrying the animal to the cave or the where you are living, then some other predators also come and attack. So you have to fight with them. You have two options: fight or flight. Now the jungle has become urban, right? We are living in concrete jungle. But the stress is same, but that is not the physical stress. Cops are there on the roads. There are a lot of cameras being placed on the Dubai roads, right? You can't even 1 inch cross, then flashlight comes and you get the SMS, right? And when you go to your workplace, your superiors are there, they are demanding a lot. After work, you come home, your spouse is there, right? Like maybe bear or tiger, whatever you put a name, right? Stress, right? Kids are there, right? They don't know anything, right? They are very playful and all that. So you are under you are the tremendous stress. So the earlier when we are in the jungle, the four-legged tiger was not there, but still tigers are there. Tigers and lions are everywhere. So that is the problem, you see. So this stress activates lots of hormones, right? So we become sick, right? So the modern, what Hippocrates said is that our food must be medicine. That our food must be medicine. Our medicine must be our food. So that is what he said. Our food should be our medicine and our medicine should be our food. Especially I am so happy in Sri Lanka, in India, especially South Asian countries, they are the people who use food as medicine. Look at our spices, how many spices we use for our curries. All herbs, right? Even compared to India, in Sri Lanka, there are a lot of herbs being used as these states to improve taste and all. It's all herbs. Right? So Asian countries are lucky anyway. They use a lot of plant-based things still, right? So that is what. But nowadays the problem is we are using a lot of artificial processed food, right? So I will discuss another very big two issues. Okay. Sasika.
Yes.
Is coming without control of mind. I think I have to. Yeah. I have Okay. So. Now, the problem with the processed food, you know, in the body there are so much of vital organs. There are so much vital organs, namely liver, right? You can see we have about 3.5 pounds of big livers being given. right? And the green color, the gallbladder, pancreas, our digestive tract, right? Heart, kidneys, you to be protected. So those are the most important vital organs in the body. So what will happen, for an example, you see there are soft drinks, carbonated soft drinks, right? Starting with letter C, right? And some O's, right? Then dark brown, blackish sodas, you know, right? We love it. Few continuously drink every day these beverages for couple of years, this green color gallbladder will vanish. Right? It will dissolve, it will melt and go away. Right? So you have to be very careful with these processed foods. Right? And I want to come up to this level. Now why we do higher education, we do professional education, become professionals, focus for higher salaries and all that? Because we need to have a good quality life. Good quality life, in our fitness jargon, we called it vitality. Vitality. With that, we need to live longer also. Living longer, we call it longevity. Right? Vitality and longevity. How we are going to improve our vitality and longevity? That is the most interesting thing. That we all want to know how to live better and focus for a good long life. Now, with having said all these problems, now we are left with two big problems: insulin resistance. Are you aware of insulin resistance? All the food that we intake to our system divided to carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water, so 6 classes of nutrition. Mainly the carbohydrate food converted to glucose. So when your blood glucose increases, there is the anabolic hormone called insulin secreted by the pancreas as to help regulate glucose. Actually what it does, it's a very important hormone. It acts as a key to open the gates so that glucose can go into the cells and converted to energy, so that your blood glucose can come down. So when you have very high percentage of high amounts of glucose, what will happen? One day the insulin sensitivity goes down and it becomes resistance. So insulin resistance, then followed by hyperglycemia. High amount of sugar in the blood. Right? So these gentlemen, these professionals have various gadgets. Immediately you can get checked. That is why I said we need it. Right? So you can get checked. So insulin resistance is a killer disease root cause. So when the insulin is not active enough and it is resisting, so that your glucose doesn't go into the muscle cells and produce energy. So muscles, we have a huge muscular system, right, which help us to do things, to have active lifestyle, to do exercises, to do sports and everything. So this capacity reduces because muscles are starving, so that muscles send to the brain signals, we need energy. So what will happen? Your protein breakdowns as energy. So as a result, your muscular system decaying process is there. So we call it muscular atrophy. So your muscle mass, the number of kilograms in the body, muscle reduces. Then we call it sarcopenia, loss of muscle mass. When you lost your, this is common to male, female both, right? So that your physical capacity reduces. When your physical capacity reduces, your immunity drops, your vitality drops, hence your longevity drops. You can't have a quality life, long life. So main point lost on your way, right? So therefore now the problem is, so there are lot of slides you can, you search on Google and you can get to know more. Look at this, sugar in brain sugar in baby's brain called ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorders, right? Sugar in an adult brain called dementia and Alzheimer's. Sugar in your eyes called glaucoma. Your sugar in your teeth is called cavities. Sugar in your skin called lazy. Sugar in your sleep is called insomnia. Sugar in your blood called diabetes. Excess sugar in your system called cancer. Right? Sugar on Wall Street, you know, that's America's stock exchange, right? $1 billion industry. So you have to understand the link and so therefore, finally what will happen, you are depositing all the extra glucose as energy in your system as body fat, under the skin as subcutaneous fat, and inside the body as visceral fat or intramuscular fat. So you have to deal with 2-3 layers of fat because excess amount of sugars, excess amount of energy. Because you are made to burn calories, to be active, work hard physically, but you are now having sedentary lifestyle, not doing anything, right? So that this is the end result, right? We all have very beautiful, nice, because fat is essential, right? There is an essential fat amount for a gentleman, for an adult male. You should have about at least 15% of body fat for your vital organ functions, hormone productions, and so many other biological processes. For a lady, 20% is average fat. That is essential. I am talking about excess. Right? So the problem is this. You have to go in front of the mirror and see. This is called lipidemia. Excess deposit of fat. Lipidemia. Right? So these are, when the molecules of fat circulating in the body increases, cause a lot of cholesterol, plaques, right? Coronary artery diseases and all that. Right? What is the answer? Join a gym or start the exercising. Right? Start exercising, start manual work. If you are living in the first floor, don't go while you are, if there are no heavy bags you to carry, just go 1 floor up using the stairs. If you are living in the 12th floor, 20th floor, yes, you have to use the lift or the whatever, the escalator, whatever. Otherwise, just walk, right? So the other common thing is fatty liver disease. Why? As I told you, glucose metabolism stops. Glucose doesn't convert to energy much. So these things convert to fat. Some of these fat deposit as in the liver. Some percentage of these fat molecules deposit in the liver. So liver become non-alcoholic cirrhosis, right? So you will get non-alcoholic cirrhosis, that is fatty liver. Most of the young executives have fatty liver diseases, right? So this is another problem. So, answer again is the exercises, right? This is sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you. Right. So this is a cross section of muscle, right? This is a cross section. Suppose that it is your thigh or arm cross section, right? So you get the skin, then you get the fat tissue, light yellow color, then you get the muscle, in the middle you get the bone, right? So sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass, is the second picture. Muscle loss, muscular capacity loss, replaced by the fat. So below you can see, below you have the healthy muscle and the unhealthy muscle, the lost muscle. So no physical strength, you can't walk for kilometers, right? Maximum 2-3 bus holes you can't walk because no muscular capacity. You can't carry child. I see various kind of trolleys and some gadgets, some bags where moms put their child and Our mothers just on the hand, right? No endurance, no strength. There are various kind of. I was amazed when I go to shopping mall. I go to a site and observe people. What is going on? Wow. Right? I know what the root cause. Loss of muscle capacity. You can't develop muscles by taking any food or any nutritional supplement or any miraculous pill or something like that. It will come maybe after another 50 years or so, years of time. But because as natural beings, you have to do some resistance training. What is the word? Resistance training. Training with the resistance. Right? And my friend has brought a nice demo, the dummy where you can understand very clearly. Thank you very much. I am very happy that you brought this. Look at this. Look at this. Come here. So these represent the muscle, skeletal muscle. Suppose that your biceps, right? And this is fat exactly you are having on your waistline, on your sides and thighs, right? So it's like butter kind of, margarine kind of, exactly, right? See the difference, right? So if you want to get rid of this yellow part, you have to take care of this, the muscle. Right? That is why we have these dumbbells, barbells, various equipment, you rubber resistance bands, whatnot, everything, modern gyms, right? So facilities are there to improve your muscle strength, right? So ladies are much more keen on maintaining the shape and beauty and all that, right? Yes, you need to do resistance training exercises. Don't worry, females cannot become man like, because females worry of lifting weights and doing some exercises because you have some kind of a fear that you will get man kind of very huge muscles and all that. It is very difficult because you don't have testosterone hormone, which is one of the fundamental hormone you need to develop muscles. The ladies who you are looking, you are seen in the Instagram and social media, they have taken various supplements, hormones, and they do absolutely killer workouts. We don't want that sort of workout, right? These professional fighters need that sort of strenuous workout. We are talking about general fitness, general strength training and fitness, right? So this is another picture of that. So I invite you to investigate all this. Hyperglycemia leads to insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, then followed by sarcopenia. Finally, you get diabetes. When you become diabetic, you can't talk about vitality and longevity. No, 20%, not 20%, 20 years of life wasted, right? 20 years of waste, you are diabetic. So, main thing is that make sure that we have vitality and longevity. So, I always try to walk the talk. Look at this picture. You know this man. You know this man, right? 44, 45, 47, 48, 50. So I celebrated my 50th birthday with my good friend Joe on a yacht because they have arranged a nice surprise party. 50, right? Half a century. 100% natural. 100% natural. So I am telling you by doing, right? I am telling you by doing, not by reading the books. Right? I guess I can work for people for another minimum of 40 years. Right? So therefore, don't worry, I mean, since my school age I am lifting weights. Am I look like alien or like a huge Mr. Olympia would be? No. Right? Don't worry, right? Because you need to, now look at this. Parents are responsible. Don't blame kids. Kids demand so many things, right? Parents are responsible. If you know the chemicals in this food, you even don't look at, and you will make a protest to chase these guys out of the country, right? So dangerous. I invite you to investigate, right? So be physically active, do regular resistance exercises, maintain regular sleep routines. Of course, you are doing night shift, right? It's very difficult because you have to cope up with professional work. But quality 5 or 6 hours without any disturbances. Make sure that you put your mobile phone to airplane mode when you are keep the head on the pillow. Don't keep it, right? Because you need to sleep. You can help others when it's emergency if you are fit and strong. So when you sleep, just switch off the phone or keep it outside. No, normally other healthcare professionals say don't even bring your mobile phone to the bedroom. That much bad, these frequencies, right? So therefore put it to the airplane mode and keep it if you are having the alarm or whatever on the phone. That is okay, that is what I do, right? Keep the phone but airplane mode, no signals, nothing. No Wi-Fi, switch off. Switch off the router when you go to sleep. My goodness. Right? To switch off the routers. There are simple things you can do to improve the quality of life. Now, 1 week you notice, switch off the mobile and the router, go to sleep, and next day you will feel the difference. You will feel a slight headache. These frequencies, right? Human body is not that much suits to these frequencies, right? Spend time in nature, doing hobby you enjoy, right? Expressing gratitude, be happy with what you have, do a job which you enjoy. The problem is 85 to 90% of people in present day society doing a job that you don't like. My good friend Dylan is doing what he likes. My profession is my hobby, so I don't feel it. I can talk even till midnight today. Right? My hobby is my profession. So make your hobby as a profession, no? Your profession become the hobby. Right? So 80 to 90%. You know the most heart attacks people get when? Monday morning. Right? Yeah, it's Harvard and Cambridge studies prove that. All over the world, Monday morning, 8 to 9:30, 10, you get heart attack. Why? You want to go to work. You want to go to work that you hate your job, your boss, you hate your company, you don't have any other alternative, but you have to go. Right? Do we like if somebody asks us to do something we don't like? Right? That is the problem. Right? Find something. You know how many jobs I have changed in my life until I find the track. Right? So therefore, there are some things that you need to do. Right? When you are fit and healthy, let's see what are the benefits that we get. Enhanced vitality and longevity, effective work, good health, face emergencies, enjoyable leisure. You can enjoy leisure. You know, in India and Sri Lanka, there are beautiful mountain tops, good some temples and kovils and churches and nicely. So people go picnics and pilgrimage and all that. They said, okay, I'll wait here. You guys go and come. I have been there many times. So they don't say that their knees are weak, so can't climb. They said, I have been there many times. You guys go and come. When you go to beach, you can't swim. When you go to playground, you can't play with kids, right? To enjoy leisure, you need fitness, right? High immunity, prevent sarcopenia, the loss of muscles, slow natural aging. It slows up. When you are born as a human being, there are things that inevitable. You can't stop. Natural aging, diseases, right? And one day we all have to say goodbye. 3 things there are universally common. You can't escape. But natural aging process can slow down, right? Value of fitness, good look, feel good, enjoy life, be healthy, right? So, I will end up my talk with some technical stuff where we teach students, just personal trainers and fitness trainers. We talk about chronic and acute and chronic adaptations of resistance training and fitness training. This is one of that. Can you believe if you do regular fitness training, right, you can increase the capillary density on your heart muscle. Right? How many people die in a month of coronary artery diseases? Right? Because they are having blocks in the coronary arteries. right? So when you do fitness training, you even can't see or you don't even understand or feel, but your heart muscles, the blood supply increases, the capillary density increases, angiogenesis factor, right? It's not only that, right? There was a nice slide, I think, okay. So that is the one, this is the one thing that you can get out of your fitness training. So that is why, can you say a value for this? If you need to go for a bypass surgery or open heart surgery, what is the value in Dubai? I don't know. In Sri Lanka, it is about 2.5 to 3 million rupees. In Sri Lanka. India also may be same. I don't know how much it costs here for open heart surgery. But if you spend 1 hour, 3 or 4 days a week in a gym, because gym is made for that, right? Even if you can't afford to a gym, buy a pair of nice shoes, go for a walk, go for a jog, go to the park, be active, do some resistance training exercises, still you can get this benefit. What is the value? In Sri Lanka, you have to understand this. In Sri Lanka, you can get an annual membership for spending 30,000 rupees for 1 year. Just 30,000 1 year. India also may be same. Right? Here, of course, it is some 3,000 or something, but compared to the currency, same. Right? What is the value of, what is the bill that you have paid for the hospital, channel center and the specialist? So when you are fit and healthy, your medical cost becomes zero, almost zero. You can spend that extra cash on your health and fitness. Good food, enjoy food, some nutritional supplements. They have brought some good high protein chocolates or whatever. If you love to eat chocolate, buy a protein chocolate and eat. Who complain? Nobody. If you want to enjoy your favorite ice cream, be fit and strong. If you want to enjoy vatlapam or whatever the desserts, I don't know, some sweets, be fit and healthy. Lose some extra weight. Then you, I don't want to say don't eat it. Be careful with your sugar. I showed you the slides, no? Right? So what's the purpose if you cannot, the world's most delicious piece of cake, maybe made by Swiss chef or somebody, or world most delicious chocolate or ice cream. What's the purpose? Oh no man, I have diabetes. My doctor said don't eat this and that. My goodness, come on. That is why. So we are there to help you out, right? We are there to help you out. So COBRA Kai is the right place. So I hope you all are members are here. So I spread the news that everybody need to do some resistance training, be fit and strong. Tiran has opened up doors, right? So that is why I am also here. So that there is a sophisticated machine where you can get your body fat percentage and muscle mass and everything you can get checked, right? And send me those reports. I also will help you with that, because in future I'll be available for consultation for you through COBRA Kai, right? And we are going to introduce a lot of health and fitness, weight management, nutrition, certification, education programs. So that, having said that, I extend my warm thank again, my gratitude for all of you to listen in this hard talk, right? And I think you all understood the gravity of this, the importance of this. And you are really happy if you are doing some of the things, if you are doing exercises, you can be happy what sort of investment that you have put, right? So you can be financially fit, right? Financially fit, that is very important. The financial fitness to cope up with the life expenditures. At the same time, you to enjoy your investments, you need to be fit and healthy. So if you are fit and healthy, you can enjoy life. That is what I am talking about, right? Thank you very much. I didn't know how much it took. Thank you very much.